Alex, I'll send this towards the end of my life because yeah, I'm gonna beat up my mom and my dad. They named me after the dead dog or a dog, and I don't know. My sister's a, I don't know. I'll tell you towards the end because I don't want it. And it will be marked private, but I freaking it was like a joke and they planned it on me. And I was born in the '70s. You said you were born in you said you were a kid, really young when the Titanic came out. I was a freaking 5 years in my schizophrenia, like you said. It's freaking something. But you said that your mom committed suicide, and the doctors were like, "Well, he's freaking out because of his mom." And you were like, "Fuck you, homie. You know, I love my mom, but a year later, oh, I'm totally a boboed about some dog or something that died a million years ago. Bo 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 bo, yeah." But you know what? Another thing is Ed McMahon, the Star Search, searching for the stars at the karaoke bar. I don't know, but the pantyhose over the head. You know, in the '70s, there was like on Olympics Day and stuff. There was tons of shows that had horrible actors, horribles that aren't even around no more. Lots of shows in the '70s about actors driving around banks or something with the pantyhose on. The big ones that did it that were known as supposed to be being schizos, but they're in the '50s. You know what I'm saying? They're known as being schizies, but so is Brian Wilson. That's a song named after my mom, and I don't even want to go there. Cause yeah, I got fucking a Holocaust juiced by my dad, like you said. Your mom was dead and died at 19, and your doctors were saying that you were schizo because she was dead a year and a half later, and you said your dad, but your sister and the people that I've known for schizos, I don't have time. I mean, I have time, I just can't find out if they're sisters, but that's like the karaoke chicks or whatever. I don't think they can be. But when I was like in the '70s, there was like times that like if I was at a gas station, like going in to get candy or something, or like at a bowling alley or something, or like a swimming, like the town swimming pool, when there's always these women and they're always blonde and blue eyed. And I met a black woman like 6 years before I got kicked out of my own town, and there was a schizo girl there. I met her, and it was like the first schizo of my life, and it was like freaking 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying, in my life, and she was homeless. But that other girl that worked at the gas station or whatever, that donut store or whatever, she was just like the girls I haven't seen since I've been a kid, and she was Afro American and had brown eyes. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if they're related or not, and I can't go back because of hippo privacy. But yeah, but when I was a kid, there was like 6 or 7, incidents where I seen these women that are always blonde haired and blue eyed, and they were pretty or whatever. But like if when I did see them, as a child or whatever, and then I didn't see them after a while. Like they had they're listening to their sinuses and their boobs and their hoochie cool or whatever, being sexy, and they had like rings in their eyes because they were like listening to their insides, like REM, the world as we know it, listen to your insides churn. But they'd look at me and they'd act like everybody else was like I was an ugly kid and I had to go run. But when they did, I couldn't hear the voices. But it was like when they looked at me and I was like running because I thought they were gonna like yell at me because they were older than me. You know what I'm saying? Parents, or adults. It was like I could hear the voices already chasing me, and it hadn't happened yet. And they have like tree rings in their eyes because they're listening to their REM guts. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't hearing them all. But like I was only seeing like 5 of them because it's like the government, Ed McMahon stars in the sky that weren't there. The government knows that they're walking around and people are letting them listen to their guts and they're not supposed to be. And so they hurt us. That's what my theory is. You know what I'm saying? But I can't when people around us wouldn't say, well, your sister or your mom, your dad, because all 3 of my family alive and they're freaking, yeah, what it was some singer in the freaking '70s. Yeah, I was going to like a Cedar Point or something, and my aunt and my uncle always took me a Who's Zoom and Who, some lady, but yeah, it was just a song about, I don't know, cars or whatever, but I don't know, a lot of pretend people, and yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'd love to find out, ask you if your sister like a supermodel, if that dude Gerald Furrow, when I was 19 and my friends like said, right when I was 18, they said this dude's a schizo and he was born '69, tall and redhead, red haired and, 6 foot and a red haired man, kind of white and nerdy, but you know what I'm saying? And then I was looking at him thinking, because I was so nice and like you thinking, is this dude like freaking like stretching Tuesday, kind of faking it because I'm a good soul inside. And then after it hit me, it was like, what the fuck? Like you, like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And then I don't know. I don't think his wife is, or his sisters. I don't know. Katy Perry, Radio, and 5'2", and Blonde, and pertaining to me. You know what I'm saying? But that was the first schizo I met, and I couldn't find nobody till that girl Tiffany. And then like the last 4 or 5 years, I've met 6 or 7 of them, and it's awful. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. The point is, have you ever seen who the Beatles are? Ringo Starr. He made a movie called Caveman in the '80s, and it was a comical. It was kind of it was he couldn't get a job because the Beatles broke up and everybody booed it. But it was kind of good because it was like early animation, and it's like the point is we're not cavemen. It's kind of funny because they're like, if there was dinosaurs, they're dropping huge eggs and huge cow turds or dinosaur turds, and they can't even walk through. They're falling. It's kind of comedy, but it's early animation, and watching that show as a kid, thinking it is kind of funny, but you know what I'm saying. It's an old one. That's but as a kid thinking early animation. We're not cavemen. You know what I'm saying? We're not a Polacks who can't change a light bulb in a Holocaust, and we're not black people. You may think I'm pretty or something black, but you don't want to do your own chores, so it's an excuse to kill me because we're not cavemen. You know what I'm saying? We can speak English, so why we still, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to talk about it, how it is, but yeah, if because I don't want to get shot in the streets, but then again, I already have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look stupid anymore than it already feels being, ridiculed by dad or something or my sister or just the government alone. And I always, think of ET. It's being phoned back to that home planet, mom, dad, and Katie. You know what I'm saying? My sister. So I don't know. And that's the horrible part. You're being a fucking, every second in my 50 years I've been on the planet, somebody dropping, a silent bomb with an assault. You know what I'm saying? When I get into public or getting nervous, no wonder I'm going to be nervous fit. But I don't know. Like 19, I seen a black and white image of myself, in a freaking in sitting in front of a furnace because the fan, I was sitting in front of a furnace and I just was turned 19, like you said, some other shit happened. But I seen my own self on a TV that wasn't there, rigged by my friends, but it wasn't my friends, but it was black and white. But I didn't want to talk about that because it wasn't a Toto over the Yellow Brick Road first black and white color movie. It was myself, and that was blinked and it was gone. You know what I'm saying? But it was real as hell. But I don't know. I didn't know Jesus and those guys back in them time, but it's like it's gonna help us, and it's like we trust anybody. Bye, take care, and yeah, I'm not offering. I'm not trying to make money off these, and I know you do, and that's good. You have to feed yourself, but I know your sister helps you a lot, and I wouldn't trust when she any fucking her, but yeah, it's your family, and your mom dead, and you said your dad was a dick, and you haven't seen him since you've been a kid, and I can justify that, but I'll do my own research and take care out there, bro, and yeah, I'll try to. Good luck, and you are an inspiration, and you are because I remember you saying you didn't like smoke cigarettes, but you said you quit. And yeah, I'm not smoking with my left hand right now. I currently put them out, but hey, that's the problem, right? Later, bye.